Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am going to be talking about my meal planning process today. So in this video, I'm going to basically walk you through the various steps of the beginning of each week when I sit down to think about what I'm going to order for groceries, what meals I might plan for my husband and I, thinking about our schedules, kind of planning that out to be as creative and flexible as I possibly can be. This is a little different than maybe some people's meal plans because, you know, what I've observed anyway is a lot of people like to have very specific meal plans for every single week, and it's possible, obviously, that is more useful when you have children to look after. I like to have a little more flexibility because it is just me and my husband, so it's not like the end of the world if we want to change our minds. But at the same time, I do like to plan it out because I like to stay on budget. I like to think about what we have in our pantry already, what can we use so that we don't generate more waste than we intend to, so that we can create healthy home meals, so that we can also, again, remain somewhat flexible to accommodate for plans that we have with friends. And essentially just kind of approach the meal planning process as part of my life planning process. It's not a separate thing, but it's integrated, and how is it integrated, and all of that. So hopefully this video gives you a sense of exactly how it all unfolds. Again, this is I'm new to vlogging, so this is my second attempt, and so bear with me. There's probably going to be some rough transitions in this video, and still kind of thinking through how to capture a process like meal planning that, you know, so far really ends up mostly in my planner and in my head. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you find this video instructive and interesting. And if you do, please give it a thumbs up or subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I begin the process of meal planning for the week. Unlike some people who decide exactly what they're going to eat on every single day, I like to create a list of ideas so that I can get the groceries I need for those meals and be somewhat flexible about when each dinner happens. Partly because, you know, I can't always anticipate how a specific day goes, how much energy I'm going to have when I get home from work, or, you know, miscellaneous things that pop up. And I don't like to feel guilty about, you know, planning to make, you know, lasagna one day and not being able to get it together in time and having to cross it out and rewrite it and so on. So I like to just give myself options to be somewhat flexible. And maybe, you know, John steps in and he makes something with the ingredients that I got that I didn't necessarily plan. I'm okay with that. So what I do is I keep this list on the fridge all week long, and as we run out of stuff, we will make a note of it so that we don't forget it in the grocery list later. But this isn't all we need, obviously. So every Monday or so, most of the time it's a Monday, I will sit down with my list, you know, update it with anything that we're missing, and then I will take a look at the week. And I just kind of take a look at the schedule to see, you know, do I have stuff going on in the evenings? Am I going to be out with friends? Do I need to plan a dinner for that day? And so on. And that's sort of the square one of my meal planning, to decide, you know, how much energy am I going to have, and, you know, kind of which nights need actual planned dinners and which ones don't. So Mondays I do teach my CC class, but of course we have dinner. This is grocery day, however, so I like to kind of keep it loose on Mondays. You know, if I'm going to do a lot of this sort of like meal planning, meal prep, you know, get the groceries, put them away, and so on and so forth, I don't want to throw on top of that a very complicated dinner. John and I do like to make really good dishes, and we like to mix it up, but Mondays I try to keep it somewhat simple. And sometimes I even get stuff that doesn't really require cooking per se, or maybe it'll be like a quick thing like a salad and a steak, right? Something really easy like that. So I do try to kind of keep it, you know, nice and easy for Mondays, even though I clearly have time to go ahead and make a proper dinner. Today, I think the best option would actually be if I got a roast chicken and a salad kit. So I think that's probably a good dinner option. And while I'm at it, I'm just going to make my list over here. And again, this is in no specific order. I can change this up if I need to, but it does help me remember like what my options are, what groceries I got, and so on. Tuesday, I am going, we are both going to meet with a friend of mine and do their raw bar happy hour. So we're gonna have some delicious seafood. We don't have to think about dinner this night. Awesome. Happy to have a night off of having to think about dinner, and happy, of course, to stuff my face with seafood. I'm there for that. Wednesday, I do have a department meeting until 4, but I have the whole evening free. I might, however, have a phone call one of these nights. I don't know which one yet. So again, I'm going to try to keep it somewhat flexible, maybe something that's relatively quick to come together. We do always like to kind of have at least 1 or 2 nights that are meat-free. We are trying to kind of be a little more conscientious about that, so it might be a good option for me to consider a pasta dish of some kind. I like to put like chickpeas in there, maybe some pesto, although we did have that last week, so I might switch it up and do something with a red sauce. But I do like to kind of try to make it a little more interesting, especially if we are kind of going that route. Maybe an angry pasta. I love angry pasta because it has a lot of garlic in it. It has a lot of red pepper flakes, so it's supposed to be really spicy. Yes. Also, we need more Parmesan cheese, I just remembered. And we have garlic and spice. We just will need the pasta. And I'm gonna need some canned tomatoes. It's just easier for me if I get the whole or the crushed tomatoes, especially the ones from Italy that I love, to make that angry sauce with, instead of, you know, skinning and cutting my own tomatoes. Again, this is supposed to be somewhat easy. And then again, I have another night where we definitely need a dinner plan. You know, it's going to be kind of drizzly and rainy and cold all week, so nice like kind of fall weather. Maybe I'll do another kind of cozy dish, like a stew or chili or something. I'm trying to think too, because my husband is having some digestion issues lately, so I do want to make something I know will be good for him. So maybe a white chili, because it's going to be leaner than another kind of chili or stew. And he loves chili. It's been more than a couple weeks since I made that, so. So for that, I will need some chicken. I think we're officially out of the family pack that we got, and we'll probably just I might get the whole a family pack again, because I'll be gone next week to visit my friend in Florida, and John loves chicken, so I might just get a pack of that. And then we'll need, I think I have cannellini beans, and that's another step in this meal planning thing that I do. Certainly I look in the cupboard, I look in the fridge, and I just make sure, do I already have it? It's not the end of the world if I get extra cannellini beans, of course, but we only have so much storage space in our small kitchen, so it's nice if I'm not like doubling up too much. I think we need more frozen corn in the freezer to add to the white chili. We have plenty of green chilies. I bought like a stock of them. We have spices. I think we're good on all the spices we need for that chili. I think that's it. And then we have onions and everything. Yeah, I think that's it for the white chili. And we have some cheese if we want to put it on top. So that's potentially these 2 nights, depending on what we feel. And then Friday, I'm meeting with friends for a happy hour, an early happy hour, because we happen to all have the early afternoon off after my writing group meets, and so I'm really excited for that, and we are probably going to eat quite a bit at this dinner. So what I might do is just get something for John to make for himself. Something kind of healthy-ish, but something easy that he can kind of throw together. So that might be for this night. He can kind of like, you know, fend for himself. Obviously, he can make whatever he wants with the ingredients we have, but just kind of giving him an option to make something simple. And then, you know, I do leave Saturday, so I'm not gonna kind of think through the week ahead for him, but what I might do is I might at least get enough of kind of our basic household stuff. I'll add to this list to kind of get him through the next week, and he can kind of decide what dinners he wants to make, what ingredients he wants to pick up. You know, he's definitely more likely to stop by the grocery store after work and pick up sushi for himself, or, you know, he's more, I'd rather like have a meal plan, as you can see, and I'd like to cook at home. He's a little more happy, like he's fine with being a little more loosey-goosey. So, you know, I did get quite a few snacks last week. We do need some fruit. And I like kind of just making this decision on the fly, like what kind of fruit I want for the week. We have plenty of apples, and his mom gave us some peaches when we went to her house for dinner last night. So we have some fruit, but it would be nice. We like to have something that's really like handy, like cherries or grapes or something, just to like snack on. And oh, we need more bananas. We definitely like eating those. And I'm thinking through, we already have breakfast stuff. I need some more almond milk. I think we're good on bread. We might need eggs. And again, I'm gonna kind of look and see. And if I have it, I'll, you know, cross it off obviously, but it's just helpful to have it on here to remind me to look. Already said we have Parmesan. We have plenty of cheese, sandwich stuff. We have plenty of tuna. Just thinking through some lunch options. I might also pick up, sometimes I get John some frozen lunches to bring to work, just to give him a break from like making his lunch, give him some options. Like he gets up at 4:30 in the morning, and you know, you just don't always want to make a tuna sandwich at 4:30 in the morning. Sometimes you just want to grab something and go. Oh, I want to pick up some of these little snack beef jerky things. They're like kind of little snack packs, which I know is not super eco-friendly, but it is better than him like eating a whole pack of jerky in a day. It's just nice for him to have like that little snack option. I have things I need for my baking. I think I'm all set on that. Don't need to worry about that. We have a pretty like easy breezy kind of week this week, not a ton of like complicated dinners. I think that's it. So not a really long list this week, especially since in the past couple of weeks I've been replenishing like a lot of our household goods. So we're caught up on that. We don't really need to think about getting some other stuff. I do, however, need to stop by. I need to get a new bedspread because my cat ruined ours. Poor thing is having some malcontent with her food situation, so we're going to switch up her food situation and see if that helps a little bit, and if it doesn't get better, of course we'll take her to the vet. But sometimes it's just like a food thing, like she develops an intolerance and we need to switch brands or switch, you know, flavor profiles or whatever, and then it takes care of it, it seems. Okay, so that is that. I have my list. I'm gonna go check our pantry, check our fridge, make sure that I'm not forgetting anything and that I'm not doubling up too much. And then I will show you all how I proceed with my meal plan. See you soon. So I have finished filling my cart with all my groceries, and just want to take a moment and say how much I love my personal grocery store, Wegmans, which has amazing everything. And also to say that I'm a newcomer to the concept of curbside pickup. So I just started doing that very recently, and can tell you how, like, what a game changer it was. I think I was turned off because I had done delivery a few times, and it seemed like, understandably, the Instacart workers were running too fast and would skip over stuff. They would ask if I wanted substitutions, and I would say yes, but then they wouldn't give them to me, but still charge me for them. It was just a mess. But this case, the Wegmans employees do the shopping, and they load it into your car, and it's just amazing. So can't recommend it highly enough. If you were on the fence, I would encourage you to at least try it out and see if it works for you. I put everything in my cart ready to go, I check out, and then it prompts me to choose a time window, and very often it is much earlier than the outside of that range. So I just kind of know that, and I choose a day, of course, where I have a little flexibility, but they'll also hold it for you. They have coolers, fridges, freezers to hold, you know, those items that are perishable, and they'll just hold them for you as long as it takes for you to get there to go pick up the items, which is amazing. So that's the next step in my meal planning vlog, is to show you guys how that works. And I will place my order here, and then I will see you when I'm picking up my groceries. At Wegmans now, and just waiting for my sales associate to come out and drop the groceries off in my car. You can see the back's open, and heading home to put them away. Okay, so I just unloaded all the groceries, and I'll say is they did forget one item, but they phoned me right away, gave me the option to come pick it up or get a refund. I'm just gonna get the refund because I'm in a major hurry today, got a lot to do, I need to put the stuff away. And basically, as I'm putting the stuff away, if I see something in the fridge that's, you know, a little past its prime, I'll check it. You know, I kind of like batching things. I don't like doing things separate from each other. So if I'm putting stuff away, then I will be looking to also clean out what doesn't need to be there. And some of this will require a little bit of prep, but I went easy this week because it is such a busy week, and I'm leaving next week. Or by the time you're watching this video, I'll be in Florida. So there isn't as much, you know, produce prep I need to do, but, you know, typically if I get things that freeze well, I will go ahead and I'll chop them, put them in bags, freeze them. That way I know they'll last regardless of when we make the dinner that we planned for them. Like, for example, I do have a red pepper that I'm going to chop and freeze, just so that we have it for a variety of dishes that we're gonna be making with it. And, you know, I might get the fruit ready, ready to eat, so that we can easily eat it whenever we want, and it doesn't require a lot of prep on our part. Sometimes, you know, if I get a roast chicken, I want to make stock with the bones, I'll just throw that in the pot while I'm putting the groceries away, and just, you know, that kind of thing. I wouldn't say I'm like a hugely intense food prepper. I don't like make all my lunches out ahead of time and stuff like that, but some things just benefit from like an immediate prep activity. And so I will take care of those things as I'm putting the groceries away. So then I hang the meal options on the fridge so that we can see what they are. And that way we go to make dinner, or if you guys have watched my morning routine video, you see there's like a dinner prep portion of that, and it prompts me to take meat out if I need to take meat out. I can look at this list and I can think, what would be good tonight? You know, what do I have energy to make? And I have to have it over here on the fridge because my planner lives on my desk or in my purse. So, you know, I'm in the kitchen and I'm doing my morning routine and doing my dinner prep part, and I just need to be able to take a look and say, like, okay, what's next on the list? So that's it for my meal planning vlog. I know it was a little choppy, you guys, but hopefully you found it somewhat interesting. And I'd love to know what your meal planning process is. Do you do anything different than I do? Did you find any cool hacks you want to share? Please leave a comment, because I can always improve my systems. I think we all can, and I'm just interested to know how you handle that and if you do anything differently. And thanks again for watching my second ever vlog, and if you like this kind of content, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and take care.